Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? What is today? Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, December 1st. Home stretch. 2020 is almost over. So, before we get into the daily financial news, a couple of quick announcements. First and foremost, if you are a follower of mine and you know our Tuesday expert, Omar Alfaro, do me a favor, send him some good news, good vibes via his Instagram account. He had to cancel today's expert series or session as he and his family are suffering a loss. So do me a favor, if you know him, reach out to him on Instagram, Omar___ Alfaro. Just send him some love. Tell him you're thinking about him. Wish him well. He did say he will be back next week, and we will talk about it then. But again, if you know Omar, send him some love. I did this morning as well. Next up, December 1st is an important day for this channel. As last December 1st, I adjusted how we were doing our goal discussion. I have been goal driven for 20 some odd years. And before December 1st of 2019, I looked at my goals monthly with you, and they were not impactful enough. So 52 weeks ago to the day, 365 days, we started tracking weekly goals, and frankly, it has felt better. So what I'm going to do today is give you a year in review. I've created the presentation. I'm going to close with some things that went well, and frankly, some things that were disappointments that did not go so well. Some of them were caused by events outside my control, but as always, I own them. They're my goals, my performance. So we will be talking about that. Also, we'll likely be talking about the Orlando market. I've been doing some research on Orlando, as I think it's probably right behind Las Vegas for markets that could be an indicator of future pain. So I've collected some data. I'll likely share that. And then I'm going to be doing a video on bigger is not always better. There's obviously a guru out there that says the number one number in real estate investing is units. I believe that is not only inaccurate, but potentially dangerous. So I put together a presentation this morning that I will be sharing with you. So that's what I got for you today. And of course, be sharing with you the goals for the next 13 weeks as well. But as for December 1st, the daily financial news, right out of the gate, S&P 500 and the NASDAQ both set intraday highs. I don't know about you. I don't get it. I'm guessing it's the rotation trade. I'm guessing it's the people looking past the next 3 or 4 months, which makes sense. That's really what the stock market is. It's a future indicator. So they're kind of placing bets on the future, but not a stock guy, clearly. But when is all the good news priced in? When does perfection have to happen and we kind of move that forward? I'm just curious what that's like. Then we have ExxonMobil. Oil and gas has actually had a good run. Oil is up from about 42 to over $45. And again, $40 is an important area where drillers can make, most drillers can at least break even. It's the sub $40 that's the problem. But ExxonMobil is making some significant cuts, both to capital expenditures, future drilling, as well as workforce. They're cutting 15% of their workforce in the next 12 months. Really what I see Exxon doing here is really protecting their dividend. Dividend seems to be kind of the thing that ExxonMobil executives don't want to cut, but they're making significant cuts elsewhere. Cyber Monday kind of in the books. We talked yesterday about what was it going to be. You remember I asked you who's shopping. Most of you said you're not. But it looks like we are in the minority. I mean, I didn't even look at anything yesterday. But Cyber Monday was estimated to be at least $9 billion. Early indications are it came in at 10.8. That's a 20% beat. That's after record Thursday, record Friday. Yeah, I don't get it. Biggest e-commerce day ever for the US at 10.8 billion. Up 15.1% from last year. I can't believe that. Well, actually, I guess I can because the stores are down 52%, but man. The other thing I thought was interesting is they're tracking where people are buying, and 40% of online purchases were actually from the phone, which I thought was interesting. December 1st is going to be an important day for Nicola. Obviously, we talked about them yesterday, and GM kind of skinnying their deal down, backing off their $2 billion investment. But today's the day that our founder, I don't know, would you call him a disgraced founder? Yeah, probably, right? Probably. But anyways, he could sell his 91 million shares today. His lockup period is over, and frankly, we are going to find out just how angry he is, because he could just dump all those shares and take the stock down if he wanted. Again, empty malls is going to be a thing we are going to watch. Looks like they're anticipating a 25% drop in holiday traffic through the month of December. I don't know. That may not be enough. Now, I've heard from folks in Florida, for example, that the malls are packed. I can tell you in California, it's like a Tuesday morning. They are not crowded. So it's interesting. I've heard talk about stimulus. Again, I think I shared with you December 11th, or it might have been December 12th, is the critical day. That's the day that they must sign their budget to extend the government or shut down. As far as I am concerned, the only chance for a skinny stimulus bill is attach it to that, force Congress to choose their own self-preservation. Yeah, it's terrible what they're doing. But there was this nonpartisan, bipartisan group that put out a $908 billion package. Again, they did this without Mitch and without Nancy, so it has a chance in hell. But at least we get a feel for what people deem important. And it seems right. Unemployment, $300, PPP, some help for state and local, temporary liability shields, but no second check. No 1,200, no second check. That's 908 billion. Couple of IPOs filings. Airbnb looks to be coming out at $35 billion valuation, just above a record $31 billion private placement last July. DoorDash, $32 billion. That one, I got to tell you, talk about perfect timing. Just, geez. Sephora looks like they are going to be opening small footprints inside Kohl's stores, 850 stores, but not till 2023. That seems kind of far off. You don't think it would take that long. You figure you get that done by like April if you wanted. I do think this is interesting because if you've been following this channel for any length of time, we talked about this being something that retail should do about a year ago when we were talking about WeWork, right? Retail should carve up its square footage, and lease it to other smaller retailers. And it looks like Kohl's is doing that with Sephora. But yeah, 2023, what's the holdup? And yeah, just what? Anyways, Amazon quoted as saying this is going to be their biggest holiday season ever. I mean, really? That's news. The only thing I could say is if you're an Amazon analyst, you better raise your estimates. I mean, do you really want to be off by like 500% again? It's embarrassing. Zoom Technology is actually the one that I use to do our interviews on this channel. Had great growth, 300% again, but they're showing slower growth, and they're showing a large free user count, which, oh, by the way, I'm one of them. But they're also starting to ask what happens after the health crisis. We are going to see some of these perfectly timed companies have very tough compares when this thing rolls over. And that's why I go back to DoorDash. DoorDash is timing their IPO like perfect. Perfect. What happens to DoorDash next July when we stop wanting our food delivered and we want to go sit in a restaurant? DoorDash is going to get smoked. But hey, if you can time your IPO right, good for you, right? And then lastly, we have Powell and Mnuchin talking today. Powell is on the record as saying our economic future is extraordinarily uncertain. I don't get it. In the end, I see every measure that I want to be hopeful today. Let's hope a stimulus bill gets done. We do need to help the ones most impacted, and I think that is the unemployment and PPP for small business. Limited liability protection's great, state and local if we need to. But man, we got to get to the other side. Building a bridge halfway is stupid. CARES Act, the original, was a bridge halfway. We need to finish the bridge. And just to be clear, I don't think finishing the bridge is another 2 trillion. It's likely between 500 and a trillion. So point me in the skinny or skinny plus camp. I wouldn't mind seeing unemployment maybe 450, kind of split the difference between 3 and 600. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting at. So again, lots of videos I am preparing to give you today. And again, if you know Omar Alfaro and follow him on Instagram, send him a quick blurb, send him some good vibes. He and his family need it today, and we will have him back next week. All right, everybody, take care of yourself. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe if you like getting your daily financial news in 8 to 12 minute chunks every single day, 7:30 a.m. Bye.